welcome to Jamaica 2015. I think me and Rebekah are the first people to vlog, so this is exciting. I'm going to talk about the day. So today we went to Robin's Nest. We've been going here off and on for like the last 10 years, I'm pretty sure. And we've been doing things a little bit differently this year with like devotionals. So we've been doing them on the bus, and today was kind of about like motivation to like get outside your comfort zone and like to see like how can God push you outside your comfort zone. So I think Rebekah's gonna talk a little bit about that.
So basically what Emily said is we're doing morning devos on the bus before we go to whatever we're doing that day. And so basically today it was on comfort zones, like stepping out of your comfort zone for the week as well as for the day. And so when I was doing it on the bus this morning, I was more thinking like for the week, like overall, how can I step out of my comfort zone and kind of like ask for prayer and how to step out of my comfort zone. So I didn't really think much of the day, so I just kind of went on with the day. And we did a lot of hanging out with kids today because we went to the orphanage. And so kind of like midway through the day, I kind of started realizing that one of my kind of not concerns for the trip, but one thing that was kind of always in the back of my mind was that I don't know, this is my third year, so I don't know kind of what the year holds for me next year, so whether or not I can come back. So one thing that I struggle with is building relationships with people and then kind of having that knowing kind of in the back of my mind that I'm not going to be coming back, or if I am, like kind of up in the air. And so for me it's hard to talk to someone and kind of like I can't say like, oh, I'll see you next year or whatever, like it's hard for me. And so I kind of was thinking that, and then like all of a sudden I realized I kind of had to like snap out of it, just because it's kind of a really, I guess, like selfish way of thinking about it, of thinking like I'm not going to fully put myself out there for this kid or for this person because of I don't want, like it will hurt a bit or I'll be nervous. So for me that's like one thing that I was really struggling with today. And so I kind of just need to realize that I have to step out of that little boundary I'm in or whatever comfort zone of like realizing that like I do need to build relationships and give these kids and my all. They kind of like, they deserve all the love and attention that they can get. And so for me, holding like a piece of that back is really not fair, and it's just a selfish way of kind of me like thinking, like to think about it. So yeah, so for the rest of this week I'm really going to be working on stepping out of that comfort zone, and particularly of moving past that, and so I can build relationships and give them my all. So yeah.
For sure, I totally agree with what Rebekah said. Like, the kids deserve everything, so being like drawn in like just to yourself is not like the good attitude, I guess, to be going into like the week. What I'm going to share about is what I shared actually like last night when we had like a little bit of a debrief, and it's like kind of my attitude for the week. And I read in a book, it's called Kissed by Katie. She's like a long-term missionary, and she said it's easy for her to love the kids, even though they could be like dirty, or like they could have lice, they could be drooling, because if God looked at us and thought we were too broken to be loved, then like we'd all be a mess. Like, she looks at the kids the way that God does and just loves them for who they are. And like that's kind of how like I've been going into things. So like today, like no matter what, I was like, okay, like these kids, I'm gonna look at them like the way that God looks at them, and just like be open to like loving them and giving all I have. And like especially tomorrow too with like the infirmary, I just wanna just like go in there, just love them and just care for them the way that God would want me to. Should we do a little bit of shout outs?
Shout out to my family, my mom, dad, and Deborah.
D-Bubs. Shout out to Richard, Sarah, mom, dad, any other family members that could be watching this. Shout out to Andrew K. Buds for life. Jim, that's such a fake laugh. Yeah,
That's
it. We're done.